Hi everyone, welcome. My name's Andrea. In today's video, I am showing the second part of an interview I did with Leslie Howard. Leslie Howard is a pioneer in the field of yoga for pelvic health. Sonima Health named Leslie one of the top yoga instructors in the US, and her work has been legitimized in research studies done by the University of California, San Francisco. Leslie has recently published this book, Pelvic Liberation, and it's using yoga, self-inquiry, and breath awareness for pelvic floor health. She's just amazing. She travels the world teaching yoga teachers and women how to take control of their pelvic health. So things like incontinence, things like pelvic pain, these are things that you can reverse and even prevent using some of her techniques and exercises. So in today's video, we focus on the number one thing you can do to help reverse and prevent pelvic floor issues. So without further ado, I bring you part 2 of the interview I did with Leslie. Enjoy. My big takeaway and what I've been really working with and what's really been helping with is mainly the breath.
Yay.
So can you just touch on just how monumental breath is?
It's so monumental. What's the most monumental thing you can think of? The air that we breathe. Yeah. One of the things I discovered on my little path to self-recovery was that I was not a very good breather. Again, yeah, I'm a yoga teacher. I'm like, I'm having pain in my pelvis. I'm a yogi. Why is this happening? I'm a yogi. I think about my breath all the time. But you know what? That wasn't really true. I thought about it some of the time when we're doing pranayama, but most of the time I wasn't thinking about it. And it turns out that a lot of people have this breathing pattern that I had it's called reverse breathing or paradoxical breathing. But it's basically where you pull your abdomen in when you're inhaling. And what that does, the pelvic floor is what's called a synergist with the respiratory diaphragm. So they should be working in unison. So if your respiratory diaphragm is a dome and your pelvic floor is slightly domed, they should be, moving again in this relationship. And if you're a reverse breather, when your respiratory diaphragm goes down on inhale, what happens if you pull your belly in on inhale is your pelvic floor lifts on inhale. And what it should be doing is dropping. And that's actually a slight stretch of the pelvic floor. Now, we breathe something like 14,000 times a day, depending on how deep a breather you are. That's a lot. That can make a huge difference in someone's life, just pelvic floor health-wise. But also, when you breathe like that, it amps your nervous system up. When you amp your nervous system up, guess what you get? More anxiety. When you have more anxiety, guess what you get? Tight muscles, holding, bracing. And so it's this really vicious cycle. Really, who has not had some trauma in their life where maybe they had to hold their breath because they were like traumatized, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be something as much as, your parents were really strict and you would be like, kind of holding like that, again, no bad intentions there, but you get this holding pattern in your body that by adulthood, you've got problems and you're like, where is this coming from? I definitely see a lot of people therapeutically that have come to me after seeing anywhere from 3 to 5 doctors. And I take a look at their breath and I say, has anyone talked to you about your breath? No. That's astonishing to me. It should be the first thing you look at, I think, because it's the foundation of everything. Mm-hmm. The foundation of us being alive and how we are alive and how we walk through the world and how we communicate with others and how much we're able to take in. Communication is not just, it's giving and receiving. And so if you're always braced for impact,
I just feel like more time breathing is so valuable, and you've reminded me of that, so I thank you for that. Well, I just want to thank you so much for taking this time, and I want you to let everybody know where they can find you.
Okay, so you can find me at my website, which is lesliehowardyoga.com, but pelvicflooryoga.com will get you there if you don't know how to spell Leslie. And if you have questions, you can email me at lesliehowardyoga@gmail. And my book that you've held up twice, which is really sweet, is Pelvic Liberation. It's available on my website, and it's available on Amazon, and you can get it on Kindle. And I also have video education, so that's something else that's available on my site if someone's can't make it to one of my workshops.
Right.
Yeah. So thank you for supporting the work. I really, really, really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thanks again. And oh my goodness, I'm just so honored that you did this with me.
Okay, you're welcome. Have a great day.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.